Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff sold 20 Ozzy Osbourne CDs on eBay, but the defendant stopped payment, saying the CDs were bogus. But the defendant says the copies were bootlegged. It's the case of On the Sabbath, I Sue.
Thank you, Douglas. Nicholas Jaros, you are suing Wayne. You've asked us not to use your last name for $158.30 for CDs that he has and hasn't paid for because you gave him a refund and he was supposed to send them back. Talk to me.
Yes.
What kind of CDs?
So they were a whole collection of, I don't know if you're familiar with Ozzy Osbourne.
Or whether I lived under a rock all my life?
His band from back in the 70s, Black Sabbath, I collected their
How old are you in the 70s?
I'm not born yet.
Exactly.
Yep.
I was a teenager in the 70s. Okay, so go ahead.
So you're familiar. So in high school, I I really liked the band. I collected every CD they released, side projects, solo bands. So this summer I was looking to make a little extra cash, so I went on eBay selling some stuff. When I came across my CD collection, I had a couple duplicate copies of, the same material. So I had the whole collection of their 10 albums from the 70s on a 1990 or 1980s press release. So there are CDs that were published in the 1980s, late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Now, in 2004, they did a...
Because the 70s, we listened to stuff on 8-track.
Yep,
right.
8-track,
So what did you have? So, okay, so you had purchased them in the 80s of music from the 70s.
I purchased them, late 90s.
Do you even know what an 8-track is?
Yep.
You do, because you're a music guy if you're collecting Ozzy Osbourne, who was playing this stuff before you were born. All right, okay, so go on.
So I had...
so you put it on eBay.
Yeah.
The ones you have some there, but those are not the ones that you sold.
Correct.
Okay. Paul, open it up and let me walk down memory lane.
Yeah. So I had, the copies from the 90s, and then in 2002 they did a remastering. So they basically did with the newer technology that's available, they released this. This is the black box. So it basically contains everything.
Give me the black box. All right. And so you sold on eBay what? Do you still have the advertising on eBay?
I do.
Okay.
So I basically sold the 1990 version of all those CDs in there, plus a couple extra live shows. That's the pictures.
Yeah, look at him, all young and virile. I'm sure he could say the same about me. So you were selling how many CDs? 20?
So there were 20 total. There was 10 of the official releases, basically their studio album catalog from the 70s, a compilation album, a best of album that they released, I think, in 75, and then a live album that they released in 1980, as well as a whole bunch of demos, recordings from later albums when they were in the studio, unofficial releases, some live recordings, some from audience members in the, attending the concert, recording them out of their pocket. There's some that were, through roadies or whatever.
Okay, so your advertisement says for the diehard Ozzy Black Sabbath fan, albums, live shows, demos, and more. And then was there any correspondence between the two of you?
Not until I got the best offer.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, so you sell it.
Yep.
He buys it. He goes to the option on eBay that says best offer. Yep. He doesn't want you to auction him off. He wants to make you an offer. You guys end up settling for how much?
$150.
Okay, and then you send him the $150 how? Through PayPal?
PayPal, correct.
All right, and then he sends you the
Your Honor, to be exact,
CDs, and what's the problem?
Okay, the problem was, to start it off, I have the listing also, which is everything you said is true, but the issue with me is they're CDRs. He had 8 or 9 original Sabbath CDs you can buy anywhere for $4 to $5, no big deal. I wanted the other stuff because you don't see that every day.
Okay. So then when you got it, you said, wait, this isn't as advertised.
No, this is CDRs. I can buy a CDR and get 10 of them for $5.
Is it true that they were, quote, CDRs? Because CDRs means somebody taped on it.
I'm not 100% sure as to the distinction he's trying to make.
Well, where'd you get them? I mean, CDRs isn't CDR, doesn't that mean that it's not mass-produced by the record label?
Correct. Correct. So all the extra stuff, all the live shows except the one official one were unofficial. So I got those on eBay, building my collection.
All right, so anyway, you have the complaint, and you file the complaint. You say, these aren't authentic, I don't want them.
That's correct.
I don't want
That's
them.
correct.
All right, and you end up being forced by eBay, or you just don't want to fight anymore, and you issue the return.
Correct. I'd like to clarify a few points that in the interim between that.
Will the plaintiff be in the black to the tune of $158? Judge Millian rules next. Percentages to me going inside the courtroom.
He clicked accept offer, but it took over a week for me to get the payment. I'm waiting, I think it was 8 or 9 days. And I'm, at work checking my phone, 2-3 times a day. I'm having dreams about, when's this guy going to pay me?
Don't have dreams about.
Dreams.
Yeah, so I finally get a payment after 2 emails.
Okay, so you think he's just trying to get out of paying you?
Yeah.
You think he took all that stuff, taped it onto his iTunes, and sending all of it back?
Yeah.
All right, but in any event, we're kind of past that, because what happens is you decide to give him the refund.
Correct.
So you give him the refund, and you've never seen the tapes back.
Never got anything back.
So, so what happened?
So can I just elaborate a little?
No, you cannot.
No, okay.
Answer my question, what happened?
They were sent back to him.
Didn't eBay send you like a label and everything to mail the stuff back?
I was on vacation. That's why it took me long to pay. Okay, I was with my family.
I don't care. You guys are getting stuck on stuff I don't care.
Okay.
The essence of this is eBay agreed with your complaint, or he succumbed, or whatever it is. He relented.
Did.
And then next thing you know, eBay sends you a label, right?
I could use it if I wanted to. I didn't have to use it.
What did you do?
I sent it back myself by first-class mail. It was cheaper.
Prove it.
I don't have it with me, Your Honor. I have.
Well, then you're nailed.
I have everything here.
No.
He planted seeds.
No. You
he
can't
planted
do it.
seeds.
Dude, you sent the stuff back in a method where it never got back to him. And you can't prove you sent it. You didn't send it. You chose a cheaper method. You didn't
Correct.
insure it. You didn't send it return receipt requested. You didn't use the label that eBay sent you. And the label eBay sends you, they pay for postage, right?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I
This
don't.
one they did.
I can't verify.
What's the point of sending you the label unless it's paying for postage? So you chose, you say, to use a different method, but you look terrible right now because it looks like you kept the refund and the CDs. That's what it's looking like right now.
Okay.
Prove to me you sent anything in any way.
I can't prove that.
And prove to me and explain to me why you would choose a different method than the free one.
Because I had to return an LP. These are CDs. I returned an LP to a gentleman in California. The label was $9.50 to return a record, where I could get it media mail for $3.23. It's a big difference.
Yeah. So for $6, let's see if I got this straight. For $6, you're going to have to pay the guy the $158.30 because you didn't bother to go ahead and include insurance on it and proof of mailing so that you could go to the U.S. Post Office and say, hey, this got lost in the mail.
Your
and
Honor?
You could track it. That's where we are?
I've done it so many times, I've never had an issue.
Well, then you could just consider it a cost of doing business. Okay, $158.30, verdict for the plaintiff.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, the defendant has no proof. He loses the case, and the plaintiff wins. I'm intrigued. Why you never did say why you didn't use that free?
It was not free, sir.
Well, she says it was. And she has a copy of it, apparently.
I think it was $7.05 or $7.50 to send back.
You learned the hard way. Do you do this a lot?
I do. I've been on eBay for 5 years.
What is it about Ozzy Osbourne records that you so like?
It was Black Sabbath, was not Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, I mean, he was in the band, right?
Absolutely.
But the thing is, are these discs that you got from him, is there a big difference in listening to him and the quality of the music?
Well, the quality isn't that good because they're on CDRs, but they're live concerts, they're demos that you just can't buy anywhere.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You must sign some documents outside. Here comes the plaintiff. Mr. Jarosz, you satisfied now?
I am very satisfied.
Okay.
It's not hard to get a receipt from the post office. I have one right here
Sure
for
isn't, I know.
mailing the court documents.
Okay, very good.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it. Okay. Harvey?
You know, everybody kind of talks about this and nobody does it, but it's important to do. If you're buying expensive stuff that has to go through the mail, it is really important to buy insurance for it. It's not that expensive and it protects you a lot.
Don't text and drive.